I don't want to take one for the team, not this early.
Well, here it comes.
Yeah, headed right, too. Look out, everybody.
And that's his miss right there. He has put himself in a position where he just rarely misses the ball left.
Well, just get it in the fairway and advantage Fleetwood, and this one is going right as well. These guys both need breaks to get open shots.
We saw how much slope there was on that right side with that shot of Dylan Fratelli come back earlier from the bunker.
Oh, yeah.
This looks pretty good. Now I'm going to catch that slope and go down into the rough. Shouldn't be too bad. It's going to be hard to hit the right side. It's probably going to go over to the other side where the pin was if it gets there, and that's not going to come close to getting there. Now he's got a treacherous little pitch, still downhill. He's got a nice lie. I don't think he can use the bank and stop it. He probably has to fly it onto the green with some spin. But nope, he's going low. Wow, this is good touch. Really good touch. Still going to race by the hole a little bit, but about as good as he could have done with that angle. I agree. It's a higher risk, higher reward, but with your man in trouble. Oh wow, that's awfully good. Left himself 4 or 5 feet straight up the hill.
He looks uncomfortable over the putter, but man, he has developed a nice system to roll his rock.
This hole playing too easy to be halved in bogeys, so there you go. It's not.
Well, he's bogeyed this hole both times he's played it, Robert.
Yeah, and this is probably why. Terrible drive, way right.
This one goes to 11.
Well, and he has piped it. Piped it.
That was a smooth swing for Bryson. That was very under control. That was not the full bore swing there from Bryson, and finds the short grass, and his short swing goes plenty far. But Fleetwood way above his feet here at 2.
Yeah, way above his feet is right. It's almost belt high, and that is, wow, that's great contact. I was expecting something kind of low out to the right chasing on. This is just flying right to the middle of the green. 220 out.
And that lie just didn't fit anything of what he was trying to do.
I mean, I'm sure he was thinking green light for me where Tommy was, and now, ooh, this ball needs to draw. Not coming back.
Well, it did at the end, but a little short.
Robert Dammer on the golf course. I am Mark Immelman, and this is Bryson DeChambeau from greenside at the second.
Well, he had a wedge out, or like a 60-degree for the longest time, and then had every intention of chipping it. Well, after the tee shots, you wouldn't have put Tommy in the driver's seat on this hole, but that's where he is.
It's pretty sound for speed. Just a little bit to the left. He'll reach into the pockets.
Not a lot in this putt, but one he knows he needs to make.
And he does. And he will concede the Tommy Fleetwood par. Bryson, 1 down through 2 holes.
Well, a similar tee shot to the last hole. You know you cannot go left whatsoever. And Tommy, this is the second drive. This is going to be a lost ball. I mean, this is way up the hillside. Needs to get lucky just to find it.
He got very lucky there. Skipped out of the horrid stuff, and it should be okay.
Too many funny bounces down there past the cart path for Bryson, and he has hit this in the right center of the fairway. Should be very good.
And turning to the left-hand side, that should get a little forward hop. And don't be afraid of that club bouncing off the cement.
Nice shot. Pretty cleanly, and has cut it, actually cut it right of the hole a little bit. Nice. Wow, what a pretty golf shot that was.
No big deal there. Definitely easy to fade the golf ball when it's sitting that tight to the turf, or to the concrete in this case.
It looked like it is going right at it. Sounded a little steep, but Bryson can do that sometimes. He is down on it, takes bigger divots than most people. Beautiful shot.
Man, he held off that face through contact. A little steep into approach. So while they go through the numbers, up to the third, and Fleetwood up the hill for a birdie.
At long range, not a whole lot, though, just kind of slow back up the hill. With Bryson in close, reasonably close. Yeah. He acted like he knew it right off the bat that he had missed it, but it came pretty close. This pulled a little bit, got to go. Now, some weird unforced errors so far for Tommy. Lucky to be one up still. Not a slow player really at all. Maybe on the greens a little sometimes, but he gets it in the hole pretty quickly too. That helps speed up play.
He had that one hunting. Steve, in case you weren't aware, our Robert Dameron is the pace of play police. Won't have to worry about this group moving it right along. Or hole.
Or hole out. That's an up and down.
You see, he didn't go with the super flop right there. That was just the smooth, soft lobber. Yeah, you need to dial all of those factors in, the speed and the line and the calculations, right? He calculates it just amazingly precise.
Has been losing them right. This would not be a good hole to lose one right. It's this going a little right.
It's touch and go.
Should be up on top though.
That may have found its way down there into the thicket.
Dropping it in on the way down. Might be fighting something just a little bit. Oh, and this is going left.
That better get on the ground. That better get on the ground. Okay, it's in the lap of the gods now. Number of hardwoods, live oaks down the left-hand side of 5.
And just aim it at that number 5 right there, right below the television tower.
That should turn around.
It is.
Getting better by the second.
Nothing like having a good yardage book.
And the skill to hit it to the yardage.
Just has to keep it low. If it, not extremely low, but a little bit low. Let's say if it climbs up the face, it had no chance. That surprised me. That was a really safe option, and now he's trying to keep it way under and run it. He could have flighted it down a little and flown it to the hole, I thought.
Bryson with his hands full.
Yeah, opting to chip it over the first couple of ridges. If he had putted it, it would have had a lot of humps and bumps to traverse.
Crafty.
Not a lot in it. Downhill, a little right to left.
Trips it in the top edge. Fleetwood 2 up through 5. Fleetwood.
Oh, this is a nice little draw.
That's what he does when he's at full flights.
Much better swing than the other tee balls.
Tiniest of baby draws.
He's changing the game, essentially, right?
This is pretty. Long and straight. If you like them long and straight, if that's your thing, this is it.
I'm not sure there's a golfer in the world that doesn't like them long and straight. Just creeps off into the rough. That should be okay. There we are. It's one of those hole locations that certainly welcomes something that's sliding from the left-hand side.
Beautiful balance.
Something like this. Oh, comes up a little shy.
He was eyeing that one, no question about it.
But anywhere on the front left of the screen still going to be fine. Way low. Head high screamer.
Just creeps onto the front portion of this long and slender green. Missed it.
It'll pick up pace now.
I thought he missed his spot. All right, he'll leave himself something up the hill from about 8 feet for the birdie. Yes, sir. Very professional.
A little. Oh.
No, sir. On the green in 2. In the pocket in 5. Tommy Fleetwood rolling.
And looking to take advantage of this situation, 3 up and the hammer down.
Man. 5-tool guy. A little off-speed delivery there. It's flying dead straight, but misses the number in the biggest way. And that is next to impossible from back behind 7 to that whole location.
Yeah, looks like he's playing it right. He's playing it low. If it hits, if it grabs in this overseated, you know, he lands it on the green, and it just, you hear him say 1 more foot, and it was perfect. And it's pretty much, statistically speaking, the end of the road. If you get 4 down so quickly, and yeah, that's going to leave Fleetwood with just a pretty easy 2-putt. Could even be conceded.
I never really left you, just microphone cord issue.
Yep.
This is piped right center.
That golf swing is looking very balanced right now.
It's just tidy, isn't it? It's just, there's so many clean lines. There's so many, and that will be a, oops, he's adding distance to his tee shot.
Well, I can report to you guys that on the walk over to the tee, great athletes don't put the blame on themselves. It's always someone else's fault. And this is just tagged.
He hit
Should be perfect.
Center of the bat on that one.
He's going to pretty much need to play flawless golf from this point on in if he wants to consider winning this match here. Not going to have a lot of mishit.
Bryson obviously could carry the little edge of the corner that ran down to the right. And Tommy could not.
Get him.
This got to go to avoid that front bunker, and that is going to be a really, really tough bunker shot. There's a big opening here for Bryson.
He was running out of them. Now Bryson.
Sensible play with your man in trouble out to the right.
Yeah, but he's missing the number a little bit over there. That's a misfire from DeChambeau. Long on 7, short on 8.
Always said like an extra from Game of Thrones.
Yep.
Trying to hit the chunk and run. The run part didn't quite work out.
He's very astute at gauging distance from long range. Typically, it's a little harder using that style of putter.
Well, he did a really good job there. You're right. Really, usually a really rigid putter would have trouble. Just feel like I get some kind of chance at 3 down, and then if I can win 9, making the turn at 2 down is not that big a deal. And that's what's going to happen. He is going to have a chance. Bryson can win 9 to make the turn in 2 down. Long road ahead of him, though.
To 9. Look where Bryson's aiming here, Robert.
No, the wind has actually made an appearance. And if Bryson hits this a little left, it's downwind. If he goes a little left, he could actually go through all these slopes.
Yeah, that was
into
left
the penalty area.
That mark, that looked like left of where he was looking.
The slope on the left and watching it run down the hill about 80 yards. And this on a pretty good line up the left side. If it's far enough, it'll hit that slope. And it is not.
Well, he did go with fairway metal there, trying to put himself in a situation with a front right hole location to get a fairly level lie.
In the catbird seat, Bryson's got a big flyer lie over in the left rough.
This looks pretty handsome from our vantage point. Oh, man. Okay, beautiful judgment there from the rough. Robert mentioned that lie looked a little jumpy.
Well, still hasn't made one.
And now has to wait.
He's rolled the ball pretty well today.
Wow.
Well, it's a little gift to Bryson there.
Bryson on the tee at 10.
I had a little issue with the left-hand trees with driver yesterday, so not messing with that. Perfect down the middle. Well, not in complete control of this shot. Hooking a little too much. Needs to go forward or it might catch that really bad stuff behind the tee box on 11.
Well, it rolled across the cart path and continues to roll.
Bryson for 133. There's a backstop behind it he can use.
No need for the
Really
backstop.
pretty shot.
That's a gem. You're not going to find many uphill putts to that whole location. He snuck one into that 3-yard gap.
You want to not make a mistake to where Bryson doesn't have to make his putt. Meaning, don't give him 2 putts to win and make it pick up. Go ahead and hit this shot right here, which is about as good as he could have done. Lag it up close. Make Bryson make it. Make him beat you. Don't beat yourself.
Nice.
He has had some things go the other direction. Back to 10, Fleetwood.
Taking the option of chipping it, going in the air instead of putting it. Really well done.
And keeping the pressure on DeChambeau.
And his first of the day, should he make it. Oh, no. Well, they traded misses on 9 and 10.
Might flip-flop if somehow this misses.
Now, there's a lot of mental back and forths in match play, of course. And that was a mental up, a sigh of relief, I'm sure, breathed by Tommy.
Back to the tee at 11, and Bryson, 3 down.
189 yards, downhill 6, no business landing this short. There's a backstop behind it. This got to go.
Just makes the cover. It's good now.
Yeah, for sure. 3-up lead, just middle of green, a little long again. Well, wait a second.
This has got to
It's right and got to go.
Oh.
Ooh, I hate that sound.
It's right next to our microphone, too, so we got it echoing in our ears.
Fleetwood in the water at 11 has elected to go and try it again from here.
That's dangerously right to 2. In a row.
Now we're done. Robert, why not go to the drop zone? Back at 12, Bryson. Here we go.
Not much in the way of wind here, guys. Just straight away for Bryson.
That could be the same bunker that Kokrak was in.
Very nice.
And he's actually aimed right of the green, probably going for a pretty good sized draw here.
Where's the wind, Robert?
It's mostly down, maybe a tiny bit off the right. This going at the very right front of the green.
Savvy play from the Englishman.
It's green anywhere front left of the green. It just releases off into the drink, and that is pushed outright a little too safe. Actually, right at Tommy's ball.
Yeah, he was holding on tight with the last 3 fingers of that left hand. Strong forearms, kept the face of that club open.
Super fast once it gets about halfway. Right about there, it turns downhill, and that needs to slow down. Slow down. This could end up really bad. Stop. Stop. Whew. I mean, millimeters from actually continuing on into the water. I was giving you a moment to correct yourself.
You got an
That's
update
all right.
on Finau, we'll take it, but you can watch this shot if you'd like.
I do not. This one equally as fast, but not quite as dangerous because his angle isn't going straight towards the water the way Bryson's was.
That's a misstep, though.
Pretty close to a must make here. You figure Tommy will make his. If this doesn't go in, you're staring at 3 down through 12. That's close to no man's land. Oh boy, Bryson really having trouble reading these greens.
And he does. Takes advantage. Nice up and down from Tommy Fleetwood. A 3-up lead heading to the drivable 13th. That cleaned up really quickly. Let's go to 13.
Wisely, I believe, taking an iron. This wind is the first time we've really felt much of it. About half a hole ago, it's mostly in. Complete opposite of yesterday. Throwing it maybe a little to the right of the green.
No.
Maybe not throwing it right of the green, throwing it right edge of the green, maybe. It's got to go, but.
Oh, it went.
Wow. Precision. Let's go back to 13. Fleetwood.
92 yards. Got to play that backstop. Little spin. It's got to sit. Ooh. I mean, it should be just like a cupcake up and down, but nothing. Bryson's made nothing easy. And again, that's. I mean, that's really a poor shot. I know he's blaming the way that the ball reacted, but I don't think he made great contact with that one.
See if he needs it. Back at 13. Fleetwood.
Downhill left to righter. Even though Bryson didn't hit the best chip, you got to think this has to go in. Oof, just melted over the edge. This for his first birdie of the day, and pulled it badly.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
It's going to be really hard to win a match without making a birdie. For Fratelli, the other part of that group, is not winning his match. He needs Tony Finau to keep this up. Fleetwood at 14.
Playing a conservative line over there, out to the right. Little wind, a little different wind direction than yesterday. Yesterday playing straight downwind, today back.
Good shot.
Mathematics is, that's his name. That's his middle name right there.
Really cool part of the course. Back to 14 and Fleetwood second.
A chance to send a message to Bryson, and that I don't think that was struck perfectly. Didn't fly very good.
Oh, that's a good call, Robert. Wiggles off the false front.
Looked away disgusted.
Well, that has not been his range, but he really hasn't found a range yet today.
Much of a climb of the hill.
Back to 14 and Fleetwood.
This putt breaking to his right. Oh boy, good putt there. That was one that was tough to read.
Bryson DeChambeau on Elimination Friday. Just birdied 14. He needed it. Bryson DeChambeau trying to mount a comeback on Fleetwood.
Well, this looks like a good start to it. Just mashed up the right side. Should carry all the bunkering.
195 ball speed, 347 carry, and in the fairway.
You know, Robert,
That's
just
all.
was going to say the tee shot at 14. We've seen a couple other tee shots where he's kind of toned it back just a little bit.
Well, Tommy needs to take a line a little left of Bryson's. Well, this quite a bit left of Bryson's. Might be a little left of Ideal. Could catch left rough.
Bounce.
It does.
Bribe Finau before he hit that putt, but it's neither here nor there. Ha. Tommy had a good lie. Obviously hates it. Looks like he's trying to go low and maybe hit it into the front of the first hill and jump it up into the bowl. Nope. Flew it all the way back. This should catch that slope and turn around.
Okay. Come on, ball. Keep going.
Got to feel pretty lucky that Bryson didn't hit his shot closer than he did.
No doubt about that.
Got to travel. It's downhill, but it's not that steep downhill. Tommy being a little overly cautious there. I don't imagine being 2 down and staying short of this hole is going to be an option anyway. Pretty good putt. Just a bit of a misread there by Bryson. You're going to lose X amount of holes to a player as good as Bryson. You don't want to just hand one over. And he did. And he did.
Wow. Mud ball gets Fleetwood at 15.
Inexplicable par bogey there for Fleetwood. That is a big-time gift.
This one nailed right up the right center.
Bryson, 2 shoes.
Advantage Bryson. He gets in the fairway. It's an advantage.
The 1-up lead. He's got to feel his back's on the rope a little bit. It just, he made a couple mistakes. And this one is another mistake. It looks like it's got left bunker on it.
Yeah, that's what it appears. Looks like Finau's going to win his first match of the week. Back to 16 in Fleetwood.
Now, obviously just forced to lay this one back. I'm not sure that Tommy could have gotten it there in 2, even if he had hit the fairway.
And though has a chance.
Got a long kind of driving line. Wow, this is just screaming low. Trying to run it up onto the front.
He'll take the contours around.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Sticks up there, but still a great angle. Great opportunity to make 4 from there for Bryson.
Torres is winning that match. Fratelli will advance to 16. Third now for Fleetwood.
117 uphill, at least 5 yards. That a really good shot. If I were Ian, his caddy, I would say, all right, we've played around enough with this guy. Let's show him who we are. He doesn't have to make his putt. Slow down.
Gotten frisky with that one.
We did see Spieth give up the last 2 holes on a platter yesterday.
And he made it. So Fleetwood will do no worse than a tie at 16. Might have just stolen it back with a crafty birdie. Okay. Keeps a lot of scenarios alive, including one for himself. Bryson can still win the match, but has to win both of the remaining holes.
Guys, put your phones on silent, please.
Hung this a little bit right. Needs a bounce.
Oh, he got the bounce and some spin.
This is a chance for Tommy just to put the nail in the coffin.
Can win the match right here.
Gorgeous.
Trying to pull down the hill.
Not as much as he would have crowd up above, though.
Yeah, not as much as he would have hoped.
Hunting. Oh, that nosedive
I
at the
misread
head.
that. I misread that. It went the other way at the hole.
advance to the Sweet 16.
That one didn't snap left for him. He flew at 347 on 15, same direction.
This a little right of what I would think is perfect line.
Hang in there.
And that did not have the ball speed on it that the one on 15 did, so that was a mishit for sure.
Now this one going left. There's penalty area down there too.
Yeah, look out if that gets a fast
Way
bounce.
left.
And that is problematic right there for Tommy Fleetwood.
He was away, but they've decided it's Bryson's. Very easy shot. Didn't take relief off the train because he had a good lie. Oh, goosed it a little bit. Gives Tommy a little bit of life.
Over the course of this week with the 17th and 18th holes here being so short.
How about this shot? How about that? Awesome.
Wow.
No, missed it low. Wow. Wow. I mean, Tommy still has 5 feet or so. Unbelievable. What an up and down.
What a 4. Tommy Fleetwood beats Bryson DeChambeau 1 up. A titanic tussle between